Hello, this is Frankie Valentine. I will be reading my short piece, formerly known as Every Vote Counts, now named Pushing Up Daisies. Please ignore the very loud bird in the corner. There you go, Miss Claremont. You have a nice nap. I'll be back in a few hours to check your vitals. The nurse smiled and rubbed her arm. Mrs. Claremont smiled back and patted the nurse's hand. She wanted to say her name was Susan or Shay. It was on the tip of her tongue, but for the life of her she couldn't remember the sweet girl's name. Thank you so much. If I'm asleep when you return, help yourself to a hard candy. They're in my purse. The nurse patted Miss Claremont's hand again and smiled. Okay, ma'am. Sweet dreams. She walked out of the room and closed the door behind her. Miss Claremont moved her feet up to the bed and started to drift off. With a crack against the wall, the door to her room swung open, and a little girl with long blonde hair and a pink tutu ran in and dove onto the bed. She hugged Miss Claremont and kissed her face. "Hello, Gammy." She held up a daisy that got crushed in the hug. "I picked this for you." Her voice was loud and shrill, but still a little soothing to Mrs. Claremont. "Why, thank you, young lady." She kissed the girl's forehead. It felt natural enough. She knew it was her granddaughter, but names were easily slipping these days. She looked down at the flower, then smiled. "How are you today, Daisy?" Daisy's eyes lit up. "I'm good, Gammy." And she prattled on about school and the boys and how icky they are and to her, and her best friend who taught her how to braid her own hair. "It looks lovely." Miss Claremont ran her hands over the fuzzy braids. "How is your daddy?" As if on cue, a man came in wearing a gray suit. His face was clean-shaved, and his hair was slicked back. He looked like a politician Mrs. Claremont had seen on the TV. She was sure he was the mayor or something. He handed her a bouquet of daisies. "Hi, Ma. How you feeling?" "Oh, you know, ups, downs, all arounds. How have you been?" He patted Daisy's head and smiled. "Just trying to keep up with this one." His phone rang loudly, making all three of them jump. "I'm sorry, Ma. I gotta take this. I'll be back." He disappeared to the hallway. Daisy put her arms around Miss Claremont's neck again. "I miss you, Gammy. When are you coming home?" Miss Claremont put her arms around the girl and whispered, "I think I am home." They sat and chatted for a while longer, until Mrs. Claremont's son came back and told Daisy it was time to go. "Love you, Ma. See you next week." As they left, the nurse came back. "I see you had some visitors. What did they have to say?" "They brought me my favorite flowers, daisies." She picked up the bouquet, then the crushed one, and smelled them together. Deeply inhaled the scent. And that's it. I ended it. Okay. Thank you for a wonderful semester. See you guys around.